Out here for irishboxing.com. Take two with Glen Lynch. You were just saying there, win number 4 in 8 months. That's mad, isn't it? To think like you just out of the blocks.
Yeah, well, look, when I turned over, I'm lucky when I turned over because look how the Irish boxing, the pro scene is thriving.
Yeah.
So like I'm keen, I'm developing mad. So once the opportunities are there, I'm going to take them. Now that I'm up to the 6 round fights now, I'll probably go one every 3 months now. You know, I want to learn and block in between fights.
Yeah.
I want to show a lot from fight to fight.
And do you feel you've learnt loads in them 4 fights? Can you tell us what specifically, maybe?
It's a slower pace, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'm fit as a fiddle, so I'd have 10 rounds at that pace. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had more gears. But it's getting used to it, you know. And you don't want to look silly. You get definitely against the likes of Jordan Grannum. He doesn't fall for your feints. He doesn't fall for your shimmy. So you're trying to find the openings, and sometimes they're just not giving them.
Yeah.
And then when you find the openings and you catch them, you have to show them a different opening. You have to show them a different shimmy, a different feint. So you're kind of dragging an attack out of them to try and counter them. So I feel when the fighters come a bit more active, you know, no tuck up shell guard, you'll really see a big difference. You'll see people getting hurt because when I'm landing my jabs flush with him there, I see his eyes, it's hurting him, you know. So if he was throwing a bit more, I'd catch him clean, and you'd probably see a knockout or two, you know. So it's just hard to knock these guys out. Probably 170 fights stopped twice, I think.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And when you're in there, do you feel the sort of chess match element of it? Like it's a mad learning fight then, isn't it?
Even now, I said to Phil there, I says, I had more gears there, Phil. He says, look, it's your first 6 rounder. Because you're in there, you're saying, don't look silly, don't rush it, you know what I mean? And when you rush it, they feel it. Like they feel how many different prospects, how many top English prospects was he in?
Yeah.
Was he in with, you know? So he knows every trick in the book. So look, it was a good performance, you know. It was controlled, I won every round. So I'll just look back at it and I'll try and improve it. That's all you can do with these, you know.
That's true. Was there any part of you wanting to go through the gears, or
but and then you relax, because you look silly, you know what I mean? You slip, slide, roll, hold. If anyone knows the tricks to survive a team, you know.
And is that different than sparring then? I presume if you're sparring people, they're a bit more adventurous. Like you'd never get a spar like that, would you?
You'd look at me in sparring and I'm a lot flashier, a lot better, but you can't kind of show it with these guys. Look, all in due course. You have to do your apprenticeship in this program.
And you're happy enough doing that, or are you frustrated saying I want to show a little bit more?
No, well, you have to find the medium balance. You have to balance it. You can't skip your trade.
That's true.
You know, you can't skip your trade. Look at all the top lads. You'd look at some of these top guys, they fought no big names at 14, 15 fights. Now, we don't want that. We want another test, a better test the next time. We want to keep up and the test, you know. But again, finding the balance, you know, you can't rush it. It's a trade I'm learning here. So.
And you talk about a trade, and then my trade is to try and get you to drop names, if you know what I mean. So we're going to say, like, do you want title fights next, or do you want,
I'm
like,
not a name dropper. I'll do me talking in the ring. I'm not a name dropper. You know, and it's only me 4-6 rounder, so I'm not really in a position here to be acting Billy Big Balls, but I'll probably get another 1 or 2 6 rounders and the doors will open and we'll see what happens, you know.
So. And that's the plan, is it 2 and then have a look?
Well, look, we'll see. It depends, you know. I'm eligible now.
Yeah.
Look, I got a call there's a fight in 9 or 10 weeks, we might say, go on. You don't know. I'd only be lying to you guessing. So look, I know what hold me on with anyone. I beat a lot of them. So, but look, I'm only 8 months as a pro. I don't want to rush it, you know. I'm only at ability-wise, I feel 30-40%. I'm only learning, so. But look, I won't be knocking about for too long, fighting journeymen and this and that. I want to move, you know.
Well, you can get progressive journeymen as well, can't you? Like that, well, like look, that was a step up, wasn't it?
Step up, but you know, like a lot of other people would make harder work of him. You know, I kept a jab in his face. I didn't let him sit. You get a bit lazy with him. He starts whipping the body shots in. You know what I mean? So I kept him thinking off the jab, shimmy off the jab, backhand, body shot. Kept him busy, you know, kept his brain active. So look, I'll take the positives, and obviously there'll be a lot of things I'll work on from it. So
what did he say to you after? Like,
I asked him. I says, what was any of them journeymen? I say, what was the flaws? He says, you're very good. You're very good both sides. He says that southpaw jab is very hard to get out of the way of. He says, you know what I mean? I kind of seen it late all the time, and it just kept clipping me. So. Yeah, you give me good compliments.
That's nice. And you asked them all, do you?
I asked them all, you know. I asked them. If anyone knows it's him. I just says, look, what's the flaws? What did you see? He says, no, you're very skillful. I was impressed. So.
That's a real clever way to approach it.
Yeah, of course.
That's the first time I heard that. Also, just finally, like, it's probably the first time someone out shouted Phil. Do you know who that was shouting? Was it your brother or your...
There's loads of there in the crowd. I don't
There
even
was,
guess it.
all right, one fella anyway was on the ring apron shouting over Phil. That's the first time I didn't.
He'd be in trouble downstairs now.
Probably, yeah.
He'd be
Probably,
in
yeah.
trouble downstairs for yeah, no, look.
So it is nice to have a big crowd, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice, especially I'm blessed. Even people here bought tickets and couldn't make it.
Oh,
I have a great support.
yeah.
In Dublin, I do have double that crowd, triple that crowd. So I'm happy with the way I'm moving. People are buying tickets on me, and obviously see I walk. I'm not a time waster, you know.
Yeah.
Coaches like me as well because I walk.
And promoters like you because you do tickets as well, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another thing as well. So, but,
no, and a big thank you to the people that bought them for that.
course,
It helps. Like, it makes you move faster.
But yeah, onwards and upwards.
Lovely. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Thanks, man.